So, you've been struggling to infect the world, to destroy the world, even with the most simplest form of disease. A friend of mine has the same problem, and mainly for him, I wanted to make this tutorial on how to finally beat the game on normal difficulty and unlock other diseases, unlock the first genes to insert. So it's not that difficult really, but it might be for a lot of people that just can't get all the population, all the infected that they need. So for this tutorial, I'm going with the bacteria. I'm inserting no genes as as it would be when you first start the game, because you haven't unlocked any. Playing on normal, and we shall give this a nice name. The Tutubac X01. Let's go for it. So there are two general ways to win the game. Obviously, you have to infect and kill every last human on the world. But how do you do that? Now there's a quick and risky approach, and then there is a slow but safe approach, which works in 99.9% of the cases. For this, we'll go with the slow approach, so you are almost guaranteed to win your game and get your virus unlocked. And yeah, let's see how that pans out. So first things first, we have to start, select a start location, and I like to start either in Great Britain or Saudi Arabia. Great Britain, yeah, maybe because I'm living here. And Saudi Arabia is a very good starting point as well. But so is India. Anything really that has a huge population. Japan is a good one. I never started there, but it's got a fairly huge population and it's got good connections to everyone. Russia, not so much. I found that, but Russia is a very important point in getting over to Greenland, which is one of the most difficult to infect. Same goes for Madagascar, Jamaica, over here, Caribbean. All the ones with the with just the harbors, they are fairly difficult to infect. So for this one, we'll go with I will go with UK. And now we just carry on. Can speed this up a bit. Just carry on for a while, just collecting the bubbles as they pop up, watching how the UK gets infected. You don't want to evolve into anything too early. Right now, you don't have any risk whatsoever of being detected, because you haven't developed any symptoms. You're just an unknown bacterium. Let's see, symptoms, none. You can see down here you've got your three bars: infectivity, severity, and lethality. So the severity determines how likely you are to be detected, and if you're detected, how likely or how fast mankind will try to eradicate you. Infectivity, obviously how fast you can infect other or new hosts, and then lethality, that is, well, how lethal you are. You want to keep lethality down till you're really ready to get rocking. Same with severity. Try to keep it down. If you stay down like this, then no one will ever notice you. Infectivity, we want to push up a bit quite early on, but not yet. We'll wait till we're at let's say 40 maybe, and then we'll get a couple of upgrades, and I'll explain you which ones I choose and why I choose them. And an important aspect is that you have to devolve unwanted symptoms early on, which is not a problem. You get points back for it, at least on the bacterium. You don't get it back on the virus, so it's a bit more difficult. But I'll show you this in a different video. Right, 43, I think it's time for us... Oh, that was a bubble. Just popping this. So it's... We should start putting some points in. So the first two things that I always go for is Evolve Air and Water 1. So this increases your infectivity quite by a bit, but it doesn't increase the severity. So we go for this, and we go for this, and we've got a little bit more of infectivity now. And then there in the abilities, I always go for the bacterial resilience one, which makes your bacterium easier or more likely to survive in other climates than your starting one. We'll go for the heat one later on a bit. For now, we'll take this one, which because Britain or the UK is a wealthy country, it increases the effectivities in these countries quite by a bit. So we'll go for this one as well, and then we'll just keep it running. We've got over 200 infected now, and we've got a coughing symptom. So this is important that you immediately go. You pause with spacebar, and you go immediately in symptoms and go devolve. You see, you get refund points for that. There you go. And now it's gone. We've got 2 points more, and you can't be detected. This is, as I said in the start, the slow way of getting all of mankind to be dead, but it's the safer. And there we are in France. We infected the first country, and it's likely to go really fast from now on for a while. And there we are. Oh, that's good. Russia. Russia is good because if you infect Russia early on, Russia has a ship connection to Greenland, and Greenland is one of the more tricky ones. Also, South America is good because it's got the same principle applies as for Russia for Greenland, with South Africa for Madagascar, I think. And China, another one. Oh yeah, and there you go. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? And we're already in the Caribbean. That's awesome. This is one of the major things as well, major problem points. These 3, Caribbean, Madagascar, and Greenland. And look at that. And we've got Iceland. Iceland is the other step for going to Greenland, so this is important as well. the UK is a really, really great starting point. So now, after the first boom, it will calm down a little bit, because I think we've already got most of the airports covered now. That's the first step. All the airports will connect, and then it's now down to land transmission to do the rest. Well, and a few ship transmissions. So we've already got the Caribbean covered. I wonder which one will be last. It's either Madagascar or Greenland is very likely to be the last. Philippines haven't been infected yet, but they usually are easily done. As soon as we get spreading in Southeast Asia a little bit, they should be fairly early on then. And we have another symptom, so we want to pause again, pop this bubble, and devolve, because just the slightest fraction of a sliver more than that increases the likelihood that you're being detected by a lot. Don't know why that is, but it's just what I learned from playing. So we're getting nice and red in Russia. And we are on Greenland. So it's now a race between Madagascar and the Philippines. A country that tends to be infected, and it's Madagascar. Madagascar will be the last one. Oh, I almost missed that one. New Guinea isn't infected though as well. It's unlikely though. It's usually either Madagascar or Greenland or the Caribbean that get infected last from the islands. Sometimes, or actually quite often, the last one to infect it is Morocco, but it doesn't matter as much because you have a land connection there. So it doesn't matter if they shut their ports or airports, you still can get there. Right, so we have a lot of infected right now. We've got a lot of points, so it's important. We should increase our abilities here. So since Africa is hanging a bit, lagging a bit behind, we go for heat resistance, just one, and another bacterial resistance, two. And then we go for. Don't need that probably, but we want this one here. It decreases the research speed, so we go for this one and the second one as well. So that should make it quite a bit more difficult to develop a cure. And then we just carry on running again. And we are Madagascar and New Guinea. So let's have a quick peek at the world. We've got all the islands covered. The only thing that is not covered is the main body of Africa. That tends to happen when you get a start from the UK, because UK is a cold country and the Africa is a hot country, so it will take a while to kick in here. But that's not a problem because we have land bridges there. We're not reliant on air or water bridges. All the rest of the world is infected, so this is a win. All you have to do now is, even if you were detected by now, you still have a good chance of winning. Yeah, that's the heat resistance kicking in now, and we have only got Morocco and Central Africa left to be infected. Wait for it. for it any moment now. We've got another coughing. So at this point, I still want to play it safe. I could just let it run with that, but I still want to play it safe, and I'm going to devolve the coughing again. There we go. Just to be safe. We can pop some more bubbles as they pop up. If I already got 9,200 dead, that was due to a tsunami or something earlier. Wait for it. What we can do is we go to disease. Now that only Africa is left, pretty much, we go to transmission, and we use the insect spread because of all midges and mosquitoes that inhabit most of Africa. If we do that, especially in hot climates, the infectivity is greatly increased. Plus, we get an increased chance of mutation, which at this point doesn't matter. Actually, we want that. We want mutations from very, very soon onwards. And there we go. That's Central Africa. Morocco is last to be infected. Happens quite often. Right, so we've developed insomnia, and I'm going to devolve it again. If you really, really want to be on the safe side, always devolve your mutations that actually affect the severity. And we're in Morocco. Right. Now we have won. There's no way we can they can stop us now. All we have to do now is make sure that the lethality doesn't outgrow the infectivity. So what we can do now is we wait for the next symptom to arise, for the next mutation. Rash symptom, and now we're leaving it. Let's have a quick look what rash actually does. Rash. Skin becomes blistered and painful, slightly increasing infectivity, so we've got a little bit more infectivity, and now we're actually spending points on evolving as well. First, to just increase the infectivity quite a bit, and nope, we don't want that yet. We also want to keep in mind that yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. Wait a little bit. And we have been found. See, immediately, as you're just a little bit severe, you are detected. And you they will soon start on working on a cure. Which is no problem at this point. Because it takes very slow, really. Just need those two countries to catch up a little bit. We've got plenty. There's no worries, even if it goes to like 20% or so. There's no worries. You'll still be able to manage it. Because we still have the opportunity to slow down research speed and set them back with genetic reshuffle. But that's it. We're here. We're here. And there we go. This comes in now. Once you've been detected, you will come to a point where someone starts developing a cure. and then you'll see those blue bottles popping up. Right, there we go. This one is what you want before you actually start doing major alterations. There are no healthy people left in the world. It means everyone is infected, and now we can start killing them. Right, so you want, once these pop up, you want to pop them, because if you don't, it increases the speed at which the cure is developed. But we're starting killing now, so you want to go for immune suppression. Allows greater freedom of mutation and can be lethal, so you want to do this. And then this is the key point. Ah, look at this lethality, total organ failure. Oh yeah, more of that please. You want to go for coma, because it makes it harder to cure. When people go into a coma, yeah, you want that. And we go for this one as well, because it gives a nice boost to lethality. Infectivity and severity, they don't matter now. Severity matters before you don't want to be detected. Once you've been detected and got everyone infected, it doesn't matter anymore. If you go for the fast approach, it matters, because you will be detected whilst you're still infecting the world. And if you get high severity, then research will be faster, but screw it. We'll go for it. And we're basically just looking for things that increase the lethality. And we can just evolve this one as well. This gives a little bit more. And all we have to do now is wait for the inevitable. We've got the first victims. You can see they're starting to shut down the airports and seaports soon after. But we've already killed 7 million. Oh no, we already killed 160 million, infected 7 billion. And yeah, we're already at a point where things start to break down, and which will slow the cure even more. And these will just continue to pop up now, the announcement of what's happening. But hey, half the world is already dead in a matter of seconds in this you can see that the planes, the ships, they start disappearing. We're at 50% complete, so there's no way they can cure that. But just to show you what you can do to slow it further down is go for genetic reshuffle. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We were at 50%. And now we're back to 34. But it's not necessary at all. Once you get everything infected, you just start killing them. As I said, it's the slow but the deadly approach. And you can see no resources. As you kill countries off, this cure will slow down, because there's no one left to research anymore. And 2,000 people left. 100, and there we go. We have successfully eliminated all life on Earth. What a beautiful victory. So you can see it took us quite a few days. 1,703. I've done it in, I think, as little as 1,200. Always depends on how you spread and how aggressive you actually are. I really want to play it safe. We still got a total score of 3 biohazards, which is enough to advance to the next disease and get you going. Yeah, so that's it for the bacterium, and in the next video I'll cover the virus then. I'll see you next time.